maternity leave, and apparently
Sorry, guys, I was loading something. Hey, Billy Cody, welcome in. Welcome into Project Wednesday. Welcome in. Welcome in. Get everything adjusted here. Hey, Christina, how are you doing? Christina, how's everything in Michigan going? Oh, today hasn't been a good day. Oh no, what's going on? Hey, Susie, welcome in. Hey, friends, I'll be listening in the background night trying to get on. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Joe Susie, for tuning in. Hopefully everything is okay. Hey, Shalise, welcome in. Let me get comfortable here. It just keeps spilling. Oh no. Hey Janelle Howell, welcome in. Oh, Washington State. Oh, nice. You're on the West Coast this time. Are you on vacation, Janelle? Yeah, Christina, sometimes days we just need a reset. Or we just need to be like, you know what? I tried today. I tried. I need a reset. And how is everything in Washington State? It must be really nice out there right now, especially during the springtime. We'll begin in a couple of minutes. We're just waiting for the room to get filled. Abel, we are children's literature channel. We've just signed on right now. We'll begin in at 10 minutes after the hour. We start with the children's literature book. Today is Project Wednesday, and we will be making a project. I'm streaming on TikTok as well as Instagram at the same time. Nice. Oh, it rained. Oh, nice. Oh, so it's one of those dreary days, and then on top of that, you have um, spilling things. Oh, you live in Central Washington State. Oh, okay. Oh, perfect. I love, I love the North. Seattle, Washington, Crescent City. I have a cousin that lives up in Crescent City. Oh, that's been a good name. Oregon. The Oregon coast is gorgeous. Gorgeous day. We'll begin in a couple of minutes. We're just getting started. We'll start 10 minutes after the hour or 20 minutes. And for those of you who are on YouTube, welcome in. We're currently streaming on TikTok as well as Instagram. Today is Project Wednesday. We will be making a project today. We'll begin in a couple of minutes. We'll start 10 minutes after the hour. We just like for the room to get just a little bit filled. That way everybody has an idea of what's going on. And we will begin in a moment. Hopefully everybody's Wednesday is going good. Happy Wednesday to all of you. Hey Hannah, welcome in. Janelle, yesterday you mentioned you were thinking of doing a children's book. Have you been brainstorming some ideas? We will begin in a couple of minutes. Hey Bree, welcome in. Bree, how are you doing? How was today? How were the preschoolers today? We'll begin in a couple of minutes. We're just waiting. Hey Dartini, welcome in. And I burnt my popcorn. Oh no. Christina, I don't know what it is, but I get so enraged. I get this internal rage when I burn my popcorn. I think it's just because of the lingering smell. Popcorn is so gentle, you have to you can't leave the microwave when you're popping it. I always put in 5 minutes, but I always stand next to it because as soon as I hear that popping stop, I turn it off. I don't care if there's a lot of kernels left, I just don't like that smell of burnt popcorn. Oh, was it overwhelming today? I know, Brie, we had, today was minimum day, and today I started pulling out all my IEP files so that I could deliver them to the high school. And right in the middle of that, I was already kind of I already had a lot of energy because as I was filing, there were things that were coming up that I forgot to do. So I was working with my assistant to get things organized. And then the school psych comes in. Hey, Ronnie Graver, come in. School psychologist comes in and says, hey, we have an IEP that wasn't completed back in, I think it was April or something. There was a test that needed to be done. It was a triannual and I only did it as an annual. And I had to drop everything and test this dude. I had to call the parent. Luckily I got him tested. I felt so bad. Luckily I was able to test him, but tomorrow she has to test him, so. Hey, Sassy Garbage Can, welcome. Yes, we have some glitter today. Oh, with pre-K? I haven't come up with an idea a lot. Janelle Howell, you know what I did? I took some ideas from my own childhood, little things that happen in the playground and how they resolve themselves. Yes, not a Project Wednesday without glitter. Also, children's literature usually has about 800 to 1,000 words. So if that kind of gives you a framework to work in. Hey, John, welcome in. Yeah, that gives you a framework. That way you don't feel so overwhelmed about how much should I write. It helps a lot. All right, let's go ahead and begin. Today is Project Wednesday. We will be making fireflies today with glow-in-the-dark tail lights. So much fun. I cannot wait. Alrighty, before we begin Project Wednesday, we will start with a story. We do have our Paddington Bear collection that we've been going through. Yeah, Sassy Garbage Can. It's gonna be really fun. You're gonna like it. All right. Let us see. Okay. Today's story is Paddington in the Garden. Paddington in the Garden. One morning, Paddington went out into the garden and began making a list of all the nice things he could think of. He could think of a bear and living with the Browns. He had a room of his own and a warm, and he had marmalade for breakfast every morning. In darkest Peru, he had only been allowed to have it on Sundays. The list was soon so long he had nearly run out of paper before he realized he had left out one of the nicest things of all. So, Paddington Bear is making a list of all the things that he's grateful for. All the things that he's grateful for. He had a room of his own, a warm bed to sleep in. He had marmalade for breakfast every morning. Oh, has it, Bree? I haven't experienced that. In darkest Peru, he had only been allowed to have it on Sundays. So he's originally from Peru. Hey, Wild Faith, welcome in. The garden itself. Paddington liked the Browns' garden. Apart from the occasional noise from a nearby building site, it was so quiet and peaceful it didn't seem like being in London at all. But nice gardens don't just happen. They usually require a lot of hard work, and the one at number 32, Windsor Gardens, was no exception. Miss Brown had to mow the lawn twice a week, or Mr. Brown had to mow the lawn twice a week, and Miss Brown was kept busy weeding the flower beds. There was always something to do. Even Miss Bird lent a hand whenever she had a spare moment. So part of his most favorite thing about being with the Browns is their garden. But the garden requires a lot of work. It requires a lot of tending to. It was Miss Bird who first suggested giving Jonathan, Judy, and Paddington each a piece of the garden. It will keep certain bears out of mischief, she said meaningly, and it will be fun for Jonathan and Judy as well. Mr. Brown agreed it was a very good idea, and he marked out 3 plots at the far end of the lawn. Paddington was most excited. I don't suppose there are many bears who have their own garden, he exclaimed. So she divided up the garden and she made sure that everybody tended to it. That's a good idea. That way it's not so overwhelming. Divide and conquer. Jonathan, Judy, and Paddington each a piece of the garden. Early the next morning, all 3 set to work. Judy decided to make a flower bed, and Jonathan had his eye on some old paving stones. Paddington didn't know what to do. In the past, he had often found that gardening was much harder than it looked, especially when you only had paws. So the other kids right away knew exactly what they wanted to do. Paving stones, seeds, but Paddington was still a little behind. Hey Maria, welcome in. In the end, armed with a jar of Miss Bird's homemade marmalade, he borrowed Mr. Brown's wheelbarrow and set off to look for ideas. So he's gonna go look for some ideas for his garden. Oh, resting your first. Oh, okay, your 1-year-old. Okay. Can't even time. Oh, that's fine. Thank you so much for stopping by, Maria. His first stop was a stall in the market where he brought a book called How to Plan Your Garden by Lionel Trugg. It came complete with a large packet of assorted seeds, and if the picture on the front cover was anything to go by, it was no wonder Mr. Trugg looked happy, for he seemed to do most of his planning while lying in a hammock. By the end of the book, without lifting a finger, he was surrounded by blooms. Paddington decided it was a very good value indeed, especially when the owner of the stall gave him 2 pence change. Hey, Chiquita, welcome in. That's funny. So there's a lot going on in this picture here. So he's doing some exploring. He's looking for some ideas on how to create his garden. And you've got this busy, hustling street in London. And then he stops by and reads How to Plan Your Garden by Lionel Trugg. That's him right there. Anybody sitting on a hammock doing planning is fine with Paddington. And he's surrounded by balloons. Mr. Trugg's book was full of useful hints and tips. The first one suggested that before starting work, it was a good idea to close your eyes and try to picture what the garden would look like when it was finished. Having walked into a lamppost by mistake, Paddington decided to read another page or two, and there he found a much better idea. Mr. Trugg advised standing back and looking at the site from a safe distance, preferably somewhere high up. Paddington knew just the spot. So he's taking some suggestions from this book on how to plan your garden. I think it's so funny because I feel like this is very English. This is very, something that their culture, gardening. By the time Paddington reached the building site near the Browns' house, it was the middle of the morning, and the men were all on their tea break. Placing his jar of marmalade on a wooden platform for safekeeping, he sat on a pile of bricks for a rest while he considered the matter. There was no one about, and there was a ladder nearby. So he took his first tea break. Along with some of the construction workers who were on their tea break as well. We love a good tea break, mid-morning. Mr. Trugg was quite right. The Browns' garden did look very different from high above. But before he had time to get his breath back, Paddington heard the sound of an engine starting up. He peered through a gap in the boards. As he did so, his eyes nearly popped out. On the ground just below him, a man was emptying a load of concrete on the very spot where he had left his jar of marmalade. Paddington scrambled back down the ladder as fast as his legs would carry him, reaching the bottom just as the foreman came around a corner. "Is anything wrong?" asked the man. "You look upset." So he goes on that scaffold to go look down and see what's going on and see what the kids are doing. And just as he's doing that, the repairman comes back. He's going to lay some concrete, and that concrete's right there where his jar of marmalade is. "My jar's been buried," exclaimed Paddington hotly, pointing to the pile of concrete. It had some of Mrs. Bird's best golden chunks in it, too. Uh-oh. He loves a good marmalade. How many of you guys like marmalade? I've always, marmalade has never been my favorite type of jam for some reason. "I won't ask how your jar got there," said the foreman, turning to Paddington as his men set to work, clearing the concrete into small piles, "or what you were doing up the ladder." "I'm glad of that," said Paddington, politely raising his hat. So they're going to take it. They're going to pull out all of that marmalade. Marmalade, Ronnie River, is like a type of jam. It's like if you were to have strawberry jam. You know how good strawberry jam has chunks of strawberry in it? This one has chunks of orange in it. Yeah, I agree, Shalise. It's because we used to buy it. Oh, Sassy Garbage Can. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess an organic marmalade would be really good. Thank you so much for the flowers. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'm not a fan of marmalade either. Not one of mine. I love a good strawberry jam. Love strawberry jam. Suddenly, there was a whirling sound from somewhere overhead, and to Paddington's surprise, the platform landed at his feet. My marmalade, he exclaimed thankfully. Aw, they found it. Your marmalade, repeated the foreman, staring at the jar. Did you say marmalade? That's right, said Paddington. I put it there ready for my 11s. It must have been taken up by mistake. Now the tops come off. it, as it was lowering, it tipped over and spilled all over the floor. I love strawberry jam, John John. Grape is good too. I like grape with peanut butter. It was the foreman's turn to look as though he could hardly believe his eyes. That special quick-drying cement, he wailed. It's probably rot hard already. Ruined by a bear's marmalade. No one will give me tuppence for it now. I will, said Paddington eagerly. I've got an idea. Oh, raspberry's a good one too. Raspberry jam. Do you like it on toast? What do you guys usually have your jams on? I like it on toast. I love a good toast with butter and strawberry jam on top. So good. Paddington was busy for the rest of the week. When the builders saw the rock garden he had made, they were most impressed, and the foreman even gave him some plants to finish it off until his seeds started to grow. It's National Garden Day on Saturday, he said. There are some very famous people judging it. I'll spread the word around. You never know your luck. Yeah, toast butter and then a bit of jam on top. Sounds so good. Especially with coffee in the morning. Even better. Even better. So they have a National Garden Day, and Paddington has finally got into his section of the garden. And bacon on the side, right? I love it. The foreman was as good as his word, and on Saturday, half of the neighborhood turned up at number 32 Windsor Gardens to see the judges arrive. Paddington nearly fell over backwards with surprise when he discovered that no less a person than Mr. Lionel Trugg himself was leading the procession. Oh, so that book that he found with that guy sleeping on the cot under a gorgeous garden is one of the judges. It's very good to get out of your hammock, Mr. Tugg, he exclaimed. Not at all, said Lionel Trugg. My pleasure. I must say, I love your orange stones. Where did you find them? I didn't, said Paddington. I think they found me. Thanks to the builders. So as they're judging it, they love his little presentation that he's got there. Congratulations, said Mr. Trugg as he handed Paddington a gold star. It's good to see a young bear taking up gardening. I hope you will be the first of many. Who would have believed it, said Mr. Brown as the last of the crowd departed. You must write and tell Aunt Lucy all about it, said Mr. Bird. They'll be very excited in the home of retired bears when they hear the news. Paddington thought that was a good idea, but he had something to do first. So it looks like Paddington took the award. I love these pictures. These illustrations, very traditional illustrations. Illustrations of what we think children's literature should be. Very cute. He wanted to add one more important item to his list of all the nice things there were about being a bear and living with the Browns. Having my own rock garden. Then he signed his name and added a special paw print, just to show it was genuine. After all that, he got to add that he loves having his own rock garden. Oh, do you, Christina? Yeah. Hey, Fizzle Bumblecay, welcome in. Yeah, we have a freeway nearby, and then the old folks' home. So depending on which direction the sirens are going, we either need help for the old folks home where there's an accident on the freeway. The and Paddington Bear Storybook Collection. Always a good way to start the live. And it was focused on gardening, which is why we have our tent and night sky in the back. We are in the middle of our camping season. All right, let's rate Paddington 1 through 10. What did you guys think? I give this one an 8. Something about Paddington, I love it, but the storylines are a little bit slow for me. Very English. Billy Cody, 10. Yes, today is Project Wednesday. Hannah, 10 tonight? Oh, okay, very good. Hannah gives it a 10. Tonight we are drinking lavender and honey tea. We just got some new leaves just recently, so we're really enjoying this new flavor. Hey, Prince Airflip, welcome in. Oh, you live by a hospital, Christina? Oh, I can imagine. You probably hear them all the time. Janelle Howell, 8. Those of you who are on YouTube, you can go ahead and vote as well in the comment section. If you really like that one, if you really like that book, you give it a 10. If you don't, you give it a 1. And anything in between. John, yeah, the tea is really good. Hey, Renee. Listening while on the end of my run. Oh, fun. Oh, excellent. I'm glad you're running again. Guys, Renee, she recently had some knee surgery, and she's been an avid runner ever since she was 18. And she found our live when she got knee surgery, so it was a little difficult for her to have to navigate that because she's always been a runner, and now she's running again. Guys, love it. All right, a couple of things. Let's set the timer for to tap. Let's make our goal 40K tonight. Hey Siri, set the timer for 1 minute. Let's set the timer for 1 minute. In TikTok, we're gonna keep tapping. Tap, tap, tap away. Our goal tonight is 40K. Let's see if we can make 40K tonight. And then I think we met our crown goal. Oh, thank you so much for the crown. Is that Prince Airfield? Yes, thank you so much. We're gonna start with our crown goal. And we're gonna do a flash. 9 grifters sent Tiny Diny to this live. Oh, we got a Tiny Diny too. A little Tiny Diny. We have a goal of 9 out of 10. Yay! Thank you so much for the Tiny Diny. Guys, when you do the little gifts, it pushes our live out onto the For You page, which I really appreciate. Again, you don't have to, this is totally optional. This is not something that is a requirement. But it does doing the library hauls and Project Wednesday stuff a lot of fun. All right. Okay, so we did the minute. Thank you guys for the 10K 1,000 likes. You guys are amazing. You guys are doing wonderful work. I really do appreciate that. All right, today is Project Wednesday. We are going to be making our Firefly. What I do with our sample model. What did I do with our sample? Oh, here he is. Okay. The first thing that we're going to do, hey, Victoria, welcome in. First thing we're going to be doing is we're going to work on the wings. We got to work on the wings, and I want you guys to think about what color scheme you guys want to use. Okay. Brianna, we just finished our reading. We are going to be we started working on our project. So I want you guys to think about your color scheme. Thank you so much, Chiquita, for the Tiny Diny. I really appreciate that. As we move forward, okay? So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to get our template. This is our wing template. I got this off of, I can't remember what website, but they are Firefly wings. Right. The first thing that we have to do is we're gonna get some markers and we're gonna outline the inside of the wings. And the reason why we want to outline the inside of the wings, it just makes it look prettier. All right, let's choose some colors. We can do a basic black, we can do a blue, we can do a green, or an orange. We also have red, we have a light green, a light blue, and a purple. What color are you guys thinking you want to do for your firefly? In the comment section, let me see what you guys are thinking right now. I know this is a lot. A light blue? Okay. I know this is a lot of deciding, but let's see. Orange with turquoise. Orange. Oh, orange and turquoise. A light blue. I kind of like an orange and a turquoise. That seems like a really good choice. Purples and orange. Oh, okay, so we got orange, purple, a purple and orange. Let's do the orange. Do you know how wings could be light blue and light green with two turquoise? Okay, orange and turquoise. Yeah, let's do orange and turquoise. I love that. I love that idea. And I do have a turquoise. We're going to be using our oil pastels. So I do have a turquoise in there. We love a good oil pastel. We haven't used oil pastels in a while. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to outline the wings. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to start inside. We're going to start inside. All right. And the reason why we want to do that is because we want that color to pop. We really want it to pop. So let me do it this way. Thank you so much from the attic. I appreciate that. Let me do it this way so you guys see what I'm doing. Okay, these are going to be the wings for our dragon, or our firefly. We are making fireflies tonight. And the reason why we want to make fireflies is because we're in our camping season right now. Hence the tent and the night sky. Guys, we have 10 viewers tonight on YouTube. Those of you who are on TikTok, we have some viewers right now on YouTube. So we're going to be doing, yes, Renee. Anytime we get Mrs. Anderson's room 508 clipboard, it means it's Project Wednesday. All right. Now, your outline doesn't have to follow correctly on the outside because we're going to end up cutting all of that. Okay? Just make sure that this right here is, you can see it, it's visible. Mm-hmm. Then we're going to do some makeshift, we're going to do our own little veins here. Since I couldn't find ones that have, John, I love it. We couldn't find a template with veins on it. wing veins. So we're gonna have to make our own. And the reason why we want to put veins on here is because we want a guide for our glitter. For our glitter and our glue, because we're gonna be putting glitter on top of the wings. It's not Project Wednesday if it doesn't include glitter. It's not Project Wednesday if it doesn't include glitter. Do you know how I have it? But I've heard a lot of people have. Okay, there's our finished product there. Okay, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut out the wings. We're gonna cut out the wings. So that it'll make it easier to apply the glitter. And it's just easier to cut it out before you put the glitter, because by the time the glitter is on there and the glue, I want to do as much less handling of the wings as possible, because I always end up smearing it. So we want to cut these out. I had lost these scissors. I was using them over the weekend to make the project. And I was using the small ones, and the small ones just do not do it. They are not as plentiful as before. Oh, light pollution. Come to Virginia and you'll see them. Oh, how fun, Maria. Maria's living the camping life. Let's cut these out. All right. So we're finished cutting that out. We do need to get the turquoise next. Let's put this over here. Let's get our turquoise pastel. We love a good oil pastel, and the reason why we love a good oil pastel is because it gives us a deeper, rich color. So this is the oil pastel that we're going to use. It's almost like a light blue, kind of like a turquoise in between. And then we're just going to color it in. We're just going to color it in. Just like this. We love, John, that was a good suggestion. Orange and turquoise is a good combination. It's very different. It's a very different, earthy combination. Turquoise and orange. Okay. Let me finish coloring this in. Okay, these are going to be the wings. These are going to be the wings. And we're going to love the wings. Because the wings are what make it fly. Alright. Yeah, it is a good color combo. So you'll notice that when you do turquoise, when you do oil pastels, you get these little white creases here. But getting your finger and rubbing it in spreads it out and it gives us a good matte color. And it takes care of all of those little white creases that we don't like. It gives it a nice matte finish. I wonder what bugs the West Coast has that the East Coast doesn't. That's a good question, Maria. I've seen, I've been on the Australia side of TikTok, and some of the bugs that they have in Australia, they've got some huge ass spiders over there. Oh my god. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it. All right, so this is our finished product. These are our wings. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and fold it. Because the fold is gonna give us the exact spot that we need to cut. Right, Renee? Yeah, well, thank you. It's gonna give us the exact spot that we're gonna have to cut so that we can apply the wings later on. And take this. We're gonna cut right down the middle. Then what we're gonna wanna do is fold the little wings like this. Oh, most of it is uninhabited, yeah. Yeah, it's a big island. We're gonna fold this because this is where we're gonna put the dry, this is where we're gonna put the glue and glue it on. We fired up the glue gun. We fired up the glue gun way before the hour began, and that way we have hot glue. All right, so here are our finished products. We are gonna apply the glitter next. Okay. Where did I leave? I took out the supply. Do you guys see Bam Bam? He's here. He's coming inside to see what's going on. All right, let me find the glue. I tell you, I clean things and move them around. Oh, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. And when I clean things, I forget where I put them. It's so much better being unorganized because then you know where everything is at. Oh, here it is. That's my philosophy, right, Christina? Thank you so much for those gifts. I really appreciate it. Cleaning, sometimes just too organized. All right, now we're gonna apply the glue. We're gonna apply the glue to the wings like this. We're gonna apply the glue to the wings like this because we're gonna put on, hey Lauren, thank you so much for that. We're gonna apply the glitter. Anything to make it sparkle. We love a good sparkle. All right, now we're gonna look in our glitter collection. I have this orange glitter. This is a chunky glitter. Do we want to use this orange glitter or do we want to use blue glitter? We have this blue. Hey, just relax. Welcome in. Should we use an orange or should we use a blue to highlight the wings? Blue? Okay. Let's do a blue. There's beauty in... Okay, let me get this one. Okay. Blue. Yeah, Bam Bam, he's in there. And now we're gonna dust it. We're gonna dust it lightly with blue glitter. We're going to apply the seasonings. The seasonings. We love a good seasoning, especially when it's glitter. We love a good seasoning on our steak. We love a good seasoning on our fish, salmon. Yes, all about the dusting. Yes, we love to pepper our steak, exactly. We love a good peppering on the steak. We love a good dusting. We do. And now, on our wings, look at how pretty that is. Look at that shimmer. Isn't that shimmer amazing? Look at that. You guys picked a really good color. Right, John John? Yeah, you guys picked a really good color. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Because you guys picked a really good color. Look at how pretty that is. Pretty. A moment of happiness. Glitter, the things glitter can do for your life. The things that glitter can do for your life. Christina, you were having a bad day today. Did that little ounce of glitter make you feel just a little bit good? Christina wasn't having a good day today. She was spilling things all over the place. It was just one of those days for her. We can allow a bad day to happen. That's fine. The day gave you some time to have a bad day, but put those bad day feelings behind you. And then give yourself an opportunity to feel good. Give yourself an opportunity to feel good. This makes me happy. Get that shine. Oh, was it, Brie? Yeah. Sometimes you get a little overwhelmed. That's fine. We can get overwhelmed. Oh, was it a bad day, Renee? Yeah. Can imagine. All right. I felt that. I love it. Yeah, we needed one. Maria, yeah, I get it. Yeah, I totally understand what you're saying. Because I felt it too. I had set my day where I was just going to organize my classroom. There was some files that I needed to organize, and then something came up. Threw my vibe off today. Threw me off. Yeah, just a little bit of happiness. And guys, if something else is gonna make you happy, it's gonna be this. So what we're gonna do, what I learned, is that we need to put these in first before we do anything else because it makes it hard to take the little face off on and off. These are gonna be the little lights that we use for the firefly. We're gonna break it. Right, Bree? Yeah. Just let all. We had an opportunity to feel bad. The world gave us an opportunity to feel bad today. Now, we might still have those problems lingering. Those files at work are still there, waiting for me tomorrow. But you know what? Yes, we love a good glow stick. Yeah, we got these from Michaels. We love a good glow stick. Those files are going to be there for me tomorrow, waiting for me. But I gave enough of my energy to the files today. I don't have to give it any more energy. I just have to enjoy my glow sticks. And wouldn't you know, we picked a blue to go with our turquoise. Isn't that fun, guys? Thank you so much for those gifts. I really appreciate that. Thank you guys for the gifts. Right, Renee? Aren't these fun? And then here is our little recycled plastic container. And all we're gonna do is we're just gonna stuff it in there. Just stuff it in there and try to get it to close. Try to get it to stay in there and close. Baby water, yeah. Maria, I have so much personal life drama on top of feeling overwhelmed out. Yeah, Brie, I've kind of noticed your live viewing patterns have changed. Not that that's a bad thing, but I kind of figured something might be going on. All right. So we're gonna seal that. That's gonna make the light for our firefly. Doesn't have to be perfect. All right, now for the googly eyes. We have the main primary colors for the googly eyes. We've got yellow. Oh, you don't even want to know that. I'm sorry. Did the move have anything to do with it, or were you just thinking of moving in general? So we've got yellow, blue, I don't think we have orange eyes. Should we just stick with the blue eye since we did turquoise? Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, you have a very supportive community here. Blue. All right. I made sure to get the big ones this time because remember Dad TL Cubs said that anytime you use big eyes, it makes it more goofier or makes it funnier. And I thought, you know what, that's true. It's Bam Bam, Maria. He's in here. Just thinking of moving in general. Jersey is not right. Oh, yeah. I get that. Yeah, sometimes a good move helps. Okay, so we're gonna use these two googly eyes and we're gonna paste them, glue gun them here for the eyes. All right. Here is the part that we need to be real quick and real fast. We apply the glue on the glue gun, or the glue, just like this. Selena Kyle, yeah, it's gonna be on. I'll upload it onto my YouTube, and then it uploads onto my Instagram account as well. All right. So there's one eye. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just apply the glue for the glue gun from the glue gun at the corner there, because you don't need to do the whole thing. Otherwise, it's just gonna get all over the place. And there's our little eyes for our little friend. I'm really glad that we picked these colors. These are a shade of blue. They're gonna go really good. They're gonna go really good with the wings. Oh, that's true. Tiny pom-poms. Oh, you're right. And I think we do have tiny pom-poms. I think we have yellow ones. Give me 1 second. That's a good idea. Let me find. This is the bag of miscellaneous things. I think I purchased accidentally. Yeah, we do. Wouldn't you know? Wouldn't you know? Renee, I'm happy. And I'm glad you're running today too. Yeah, a tiny pom-pom is. That was a good idea. That was a good idea. Alright, let's put this over here. Let me apply some. Apply some glue on that there. Oh my god, that's really cute. Isn't that fun? Yeah, we love a good embellishment. Yeah, we love a good embellishment. All right, now, do we want to do blue or do we want to do, for the chenille and the face, do we want to do orange or blue for the face? I'm thinking since we got blue eyes, we should do blue embellishments. Or blue. Isn't that fun? Brie? I know, right, Ram? He's coming together really good. Alright, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna cut this in four. Hey, Samantha, welcome in. We're gonna cut these in fours. I'll probably make them smaller. But we're gonna use this blue as the mouth, the little mouthpiece. Oh, and we need antennae too. We need antennae. All right. So what I did was I took this little chenille and I cut it so that we can make the mouth for it. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna apply hot glue gun on the tips here. We're gonna apply the hot glue gun. We love the invention of the glue gun because that shit sticks quick. And that's what we love, a quick stick. There's the little mouth. Today I found gold glitter hourglass at Home Goods. Oh, Renee, I love it. Did you? All right. A gold glitter hourglass. So you turn it over and there's glitter inside? Remember that glue in the bottom? Yes. Remember that glue in the brown glass bottle? Yes, I do. All right. And then we're going to take one of these and we're going to make the antennae. And the way we make the antennae is we make a little V. Like that. Then we get the hot glue. They kind of look like eyebrows, but they're fun. So that's the face of our little firefly. That's the face of our little firefly. Okay, we're gonna set this down. I'm missing something. Let me see, got the face, okay. Got the wings. Wings are drying. We're gonna wait for the wings to dry. Isn't that a pretty blue? You guys picked a really good color. Let me get another chenille because we're gonna need it for the feet. Actually, you know what? Let me just do this. Let's save a chenille stick. These are gonna be the feet. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the feet here. This is kind of the tricky part because you have to make sure to get it perfect. You gotta make sure the glue sticks. I'm gonna use the little ridges here, the little ridges to guide where I'm gonna put the feet at. So that just makes it easier to guide us. I like that. Just makes it easier to guide. And then once they're, and what I love about this, that it's plastic, is it really does stick. It really does stick to the plastic. There's beauty. We have 28 people. Excellent. Let me get these going here. All right, one more. I have one more leg that we need to put on. All right, there are the feet. Guys, don't you love that? Look at the little feet. And again, what I really like about the hot glue gun is it really lets you mold it right away. No messing around. Right, Renee? Isn't that the cutest? Samantha, yeah, this is, I love this idea. I was thinking, how can I do like a light? And so I was searching YouTube and I saw somebody do this, I thought, gosh, I have to do that. It's a really good idea. All right, now we're gonna apply the wings. Sparky, yes. Sparky. John, they do have wings. I think the little light up area is where it is the tail. But because of we're gonna put them. Let's put them. Let me make sure. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do it this way. Okay, we're gonna apply the wings. Gonna hold that down. We have a small amount of time to shape them so they stay. Let me apply more glitter on this one, or more glue. And there is our dragonfly. Look at how pretty that glitter is. Look at that shimmer. Isn't that the funnest thing you've ever seen? Hey, Tanya, yes, having a really good night. Yes, apply and let dry. Yes, the blue does make it really pop. Then for the last part, our clip. We're gonna put the clip underneath. I got these really sturdy ones so that they'll stick. And this clip is how we're going to clip it to the tree. You put the little clip there. Again, plastic makes it stick real quick. You can stick it and forget it. The end. Yay! All right, now we're gonna put our, let's put them right over here. I want you guys to be able to see it. Let's see. There we go. Yay! I always want you guys to be able to see it when it's finished. Guys, isn't that fun? The funnest thing ever. All right, let me grab some of my tea. Oh, with the lights off? Yes, thank you. Aww. Here he is right here. It looks like a little firefly. Isn't that cute? I love it. Isn't that like the best? I just love this glow. I love it. I just love the glow. Guys, doesn't that look so pretty? Aw, look at him. He's like a little firefly at night. Let's put him there. I want you guys to see the whole effect. It's such a pretty background, huh? The blue. Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. I'll post it in the comments. So yeah. Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, thank you, Maria. I really appreciate that. Yeah, it makes the room. I love the glow of the room. Isn't that pretty? I just love it. All right, guys. Before we sign off, I have a favor to ask. Before we sign off, this is not a financial favor. I promise it's not going to involve money. um, let me bring something up really quick. So when I decided to do, we've talked about this before on our live about intention. Like, what is the intention of the live? And the intention behind the live is that whoever needs whatever we give on this live at the moment will find it. Yes, we would like to have big numbers. Yes, we would like to have a lot of things with this, but I really want it to be, I really want people to find the live when they need it. And the way I got that idea was from a musician that I follow on TikTok. His name is Vontmer, Vomtmer. He's a piano player, a classic piano player. And he doesn't do them anymore, but he used to do his lives. And he had like this little setup with his piano. And he would play his own original music. And he's got gorgeous music. It's piano, all piano. And what I really liked about him is very authentic. And when I would read the comments, people would say things like, oh, I needed this. This is healing my soul. I'm having a bad day. This is making me feel really good. And it was that connection. Oh, thank you, Samantha. I really appreciate that. It was that connection, and it was that intention that inspired me to do this TikTok and to do the things that I do for the live, just because it's a good way of giving back. So this guy Vontmer, he lives in Pennsylvania. He's a father of two, has a wife, and he is an independent artist. And he's got his music all over Spotify, YouTube. He's got a YouTube channel. He has a iTunes. His music's on iTunes, and he's doing a contest right now where he is trying to get over 1 million listeners. He's at like 65K regular listeners per month, and he's trying to get over 1 million. If you guys can just either on iTunes, if you like classical music, if you like piano in the background, if you can just support his channel by subscribing to his YouTube, to his iTunes, and his Spotify. His name is Vontmer, and Bree. He sometimes does his lives. He does piano recitals at some of the cafes in New Jersey. So he's a bit. Thank you so much, Renee. I really appreciate that. It looks like this. Let me see. Oh, here's the name. Vontmer. Thank you so much, John John. He's on TikTok. He's on YouTube, and he's on Spotify. If you can just listen to his music whenever you can. Again, a lot of the posts that I do for the Joey King, that piano that I play in the back, a lot of my posts are his music. I really love his piano music. So those little posts that I do that say who is Joey King, and you hear that piano playing in the back, that's him. I'm not getting any kickbacks from this. Is absolutely nothing. His name, VONTMER. VON. VONTMER. Yes, Von Mayer. And then I'll give you guys just a little hint of what he plays, of how his music sounds.
My grandma kept this easy ritual to herself.
I'm not getting any, he's got YouTube, any of them. Whichever one you listen to the most, if you want to subscribe to all of them, just click on it. I don't know him personally. I just, I've been in his lives. But I really love true artists. Oh, thank you so much. I really love artists and I just feel like this guy's soul comes out in his music. This is the one that I used for the Joey King posts. This song is called Embrace. And he's got a post on TikTok that talks about what he's trying to do. So if you can just follow him on TikTok as well, I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's really nice background music. If you love classical music, or if you love piano, it's a good relaxing music. All right. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Chicky. I really do appreciate that. Yeah. Yes, Maria. If you guys can tag me on there, I did reach out to him and say, I have a boutique following, and I'm gonna let them know. If you guys can tag me on there, that way he knows that we got some people to go. I would really appreciate it. Again, I'm not getting any kickbacks from this. This is not. It's just really good art, and I feel that we're all on the same page here about spirituality in whichever way that is. Like, we feel connected. So if you guys can support him for that, because I think he's a genuine guy. Alrighty, friends. Thank you so much for the 39K 1,000 likes. Thank you so much, Maria. I really appreciate you guys. That's amazing. Yes, VONTMER. Thank you so much for the 39K 1,000 likes, and for all the prizes and awards or little dinies that you guys gave me. I really appreciate that. If you're on the East Coast and you're getting ready for bed, have a good night. We'll be back on again for the West Coast in 40 minutes. Have a good night, everybody. Take care.